Welcome back to Crypto Tutorial. In this video, I would like to discuss Polkadot, how it's currently performing, and what we could expect during the upcoming days and hours. But before doing so, I would highly appreciate if you could give me a thumbs up. And as well, if you haven't seen the previous video of today, it's a video about Chainlink that I posted, and it has great information about the current downtrend that we are seeing and once the trend reversal will be created. So thank you very much for watching this video, and if you're interested, do not forget to watch the Chainlink video as well. This being said, let's take a quick look at what we're seeing on the Polkadot chart. So clearly I opened on the 1 hourly time frame, and what I would like to discuss immediately is this descending resistance. So for sure we have seen multiple touch points below this descending resistance. It's a confirmed descending resistance line, what we would like to break out above and see support being found on top and see further continuation towards the upside afterwards. So this is for sure something I think is quite important, and I would like to enable immediately the EMA ribbon. So if we take a quick look at the EMA ribbon, the EMA ribbon is currently serving as a level of resistance above us. We can clearly see that the EMA ribbon has been serving as a major level of resistance previously as well. And what we would like to see is actually to see a breakout above the EMA ribbon, finding support on top of it, and see further continuation towards the upside, eventually as well breaking out above this descending resistance. So this is for sure something quite interesting to take a look at the EMA ribbon. And what I would like to discuss as well later during this video is this major ascending support that we are seeing below us on Polkadot and the pattern that's taking place so far. So if we take a quick look as well at the MACD on a 1 hourly time frame, what you can clearly see is that we had momentum towards the downside. We experienced momentum towards the downside already. We are right now seeing a decline in momentum towards the downside, and perhaps if we do see a further increase in price action, we will be heading towards a crossover, and as well we will see an increase in Polkadot's price action heading towards once more a retest below the descending resistance, perhaps being able to break out above it, find support on top of it, and see a major leg towards the upside getting created afterwards. So this is something you would like to monitor very closely. If we take a quick look at the 4 hourly time frame, you can see that we are actually seeing the opposite taking place. We are seeing a momentum loss on the 4 hourly time frame, and we were experiencing momentum towards the upside. Therefore, we are heading towards a crossover on the 4 hourly time frame, and if we do experience a crossover, we will be once more experiencing momentum towards the downside. And what is very likely to occur is actually to find support on top of this ascending support, and the reason why is something I would like to explain immediately. So if we take a quick look at this major level of support, what you can see is that it has been a major stronghold. I will even head towards the daily time frame to show you that we have actually been able to find support on top of this range already for, well, 3 times, because these are 2 separate touch points on the 4 hourly time frame. This is a confirmed ascending support, and what I think is actually important is that we are right now heading towards a retest of this range. So for sure, very important to monitor this closely, and we have already seen as well several touch points on top of this area. This being said, I would also like to discuss immediately the pattern that we are seeing. It starts actually right here, and what I think is actually quite important is that we are actually right now confirming this pattern and actually showing that we have seen multiple touch points below this ascending resistance, as well multiple touch points above this ascending support. And what the breakout is going to look like, it's actually going to be a major leg towards the upside. So how big is this leg going to be eventually if we do see a breakout taking place? Well, it will be measured like this by selecting the beginning of the ascending support all the way towards the 3rd touch point of the ascending resistance, and that would be this 3rd touch point all the way on the 3rd of November at approximately $54. So this is my measurement, and I would like to explain to you once a breakout is actually confirmed. So once we see a breakout confirmed, it's what we will be breaking out above its previous high at $54 or $53.88. At that point in time, we will be experiencing a breakout on Polkadot outside of this major broadening wedge, and what we will be seeing is a major leg towards the upside getting created all the way towards the 161% Fibonacci at $84.54, and that would be a major leg of approximately 62% that we are going to expect once we break out above the $52 range, especially because we are seeing a confirmed breakout outside of this broadening wedge. Absolutely very important to take this into consideration as a major breakout that will be taking place during the upcoming weeks. If we do see a major move towards the upside on Polkadot, being able to break out above the $54 range and seeing more movement towards the upside afterwards. So I wanted to discuss this for sure with all of you. I really hope you agree with my price estimate, but what I must admit is that if we are actually going to see a breakdown occur, it will be once we see a breakdown below this ascending support, and we will be seeing a breakdown heading all the way towards the beginning of this broadening wedge, because the measurement is actually different. Once you measure a broadening wedge breakdown, it will be measured all the way towards the first touch point of this ascending support, and this would mean that we are going to see a decline heading towards the $26 range if we do see a breakdown. Unfortunately, I do not have the right Fibonacci placed, but this is a quite accurate breakdown if we do see a breakdown outside of this broadening wedge. So this being said, I would like to take lastly a look at the RSI. On the RSI, I would like to discuss the 4-hourly and the 1-hourly time frame. So if we take a quick look at the RSI, what you can clearly see over here is that we have been created this higher lows on the RSI on the 4-hourly time frame, but we have created equal low on the chart. Therefore, this is not a bullish divergence, but it seems to be heading in that direction, because if we are right now going to see a further decline, we will still see a higher low on the RSI, and therefore we will be experiencing a bullish divergence. So far this does actually look very good to me, and you could clearly see that here before us, just a couple of hours ago, we're actually experiencing a minor bearish divergence because we were experiencing a lower high on the chart, but a higher high on the RSI. And therefore, we did see this decline once we retested for the third time this descending resistance. So very important to take this into consideration. And lastly, on the 1-hourly time frame, what I would like to discuss is once more the RSI. And as I said previously, you can clearly see that we were experiencing a bearish divergence due to the fact that we saw a lower high and a higher high on the RSI. But afterwards, we did see momentum towards the downside on the chart, but as well on the RSI. So that is actually quite good to know. And currently, as I talked about previously, if we do see a further decline in price action, we will actually start creating a bullish divergence due to the fact that we will be creating a lower low on the chart and as well a higher low on the RSI. Absolutely important to hold strong on top of the major level of support that we are seeing below us, and that is actually the ascending support zone that I've talked previously about. And as well, this ascending support zone is the major support of the pattern that we are seeing on Polkadot on the bigger time frame getting created, and that is this broadening wedge. Once we see a breakout occur, most importantly, we will be heading towards the $84.55. So do not forget that this is a major opportunity to purchase Polkadot if we do hold strong on top of this ascending support. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the content, do not forget to give me a thumbs up down below, and as well, have a nice day. Bye bye.